Today we're exploring one of the most talked about U.S. coins, the 1960 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1 cent. Many people claim it's worth thousands of dollars. Is that true or just a rumor? Let's look at the real value, history, and facts behind this famous penny. When people hear that a small 1 cent coin could be worth thousands of dollars, it immediately grabs attention. The 1960 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1 cent coin is one of those coins that creates a lot of excitement and confusion at the same time. Many videos, posts, and listings online claim this coin is worth $20,000 or even more. Because of this, many people start searching through old jars, wallets, and family collections, hoping they have found something valuable. To truly understand the value of this coin, it is very important to separate facts from rumors and explain everything in a simple and clear way. The first thing to understand is face value. The 1960 D Lincoln penny was made to be worth 1 cent. That is its official value as money. When it was released, people used it to buy things like candy, newspapers, or small items. Millions of these pennies were produced by the Denver Mint, which is why the letter D appears under the date. Because so many were made, the coin itself is not rare in normal condition. This is the biggest reason why most 1960 D pennies are not valuable. If you find a 1960 D penny that has been used in daily life, with scratches, dull color, and worn details, its value is usually very low. In most cases, a circulated 1960 D penny is worth between 1 cent and 5 cents. Some people may pay a little more just to complete a date set, but it is still a very small amount. These coins are common and easy to find. If the coin looks better and has less wear, the value can increase slightly. A coin that still has clear details, readable letters, and a decent shine may be worth a little more. In this condition, a 1960 D penny might sell for 25 cents, 50 cents, or sometimes $1. This still depends on how nice the coin looks and how much interest the buyer has. When the coin looks almost brand new, the value goes up again. These coins are called uncirculated coins. They were never used in daily transactions and still keep their original shine. A well-preserved uncirculated 1960 D penny can be worth between $5 and $30. The exact value depends on how clean it is, how sharp the details are, and whether there are any marks from storage. Even at this level, the coin is still not worth thousands of dollars. The value changes only when we start talking about rare situations. One of these situations is mint errors. A mint error happens when something goes wrong during the making of the coin. These mistakes are not supposed to happen, which is why collectors find them interesting. Error coins are harder to find and often more valuable than normal coins. Some minor errors do not add much value. Small flaws, weak strikes, or tiny imperfections may only raise the value slightly. These coins might be worth $10 to $50 depending on how noticeable the error is. Collectors usually prefer errors that are easy to see without special tools. More noticeable errors can increase the value more. For example, if a coin was struck off-center and part of the design is missing, collectors may be willing to pay more. If the date and mint mark are still visible, the value can be higher. An off-center 1960 D penny with a clear date could be worth $100, $200, or more, depending on how dramatic the error looks. Another type of error people talk about is a repunched mint mark. This happens when the mint mark was stamped more than once in slightly different positions. This can make the D look thicker or doubled. These coins are collectible, but they are not extremely rare. Most repunched mint mark 1960 D pennies are worth between $20 and $150, depending on condition and clarity of the error. Doubled die errors are more serious and more valuable. These happen when the coin design is doubled during the minting process. Letters and numbers may appear doubled or shadowed. True double die errors are rare and need expert verification. If a real double die 1960 penny were found, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, true double die examples from 1960 are extremely uncommon, and many coins people think are doubled are actually just worn or damaged. This is where many people get confused. Damage is not the same as an error. Scratches, dents, corrosion, and stains happen after the coin leaves the mint. These things do not increase value. In fact, they usually reduce value. A damaged coin is almost always worth less than a clean one. Now we come to the big number that everyone talks about, $20,000. This value does not apply to normal 1960 pennies. It applies only to extremely rare, special examples, usually with major errors or unique characteristics. These coins are often one of a kind or one of very few known examples. They are also certified by professional grading companies, which confirm their authenticity and condition. Without certification, claims of very high value should always be treated carefully. Many people list coins online with high prices, but that does not mean the coin is actually worth that amount. Anyone can ask for $20,000, but the real value is what someone is willing to pay. Real coin value comes from completed sales. When a coin is sold at auction and buyers compete for it, that final price shows true market value. Most 1960 pennies do not sell for high amounts in real auctions. The ones that do are very rare and very special. It is also important to understand that coin value changes over time. Demand, interest, and trends affect prices. A coin that is popular today may not be as popular tomorrow. That is why collectors focus on rarity and condition, which tend to hold value better over time. The idea of finding a valuable coin in everyday change is exciting. It keeps people interested in coins. While it does happen sometimes, it is very rare. Most people who find valuable coins are experienced collectors who know what to look for. For beginners, the best approach is to learn slowly. Look at your coins carefully. Compare them with pictures from trusted sources. Learn about different types of errors and conditions. This knowledge helps you understand real value and avoid disappointment. The 1960 Lincoln penny is a great example of how coin values work. It shows that most coins are common, some are slightly valuable, and only a very few are extremely valuable. Knowing this helps people enjoy the hobby without unrealistic expectations. Even if your coin is only worth a few cents, it still has value as part of history. It was used by real people during a real time in the past. It represents a moment in American life. That alone makes it interesting. Collectors often say that knowledge is more valuable than the coin itself. Learning how coins are made, how errors happen, and how value is determined can be very rewarding. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about curiosity, patience, and appreciation. So when you hear that a 1960 Lincoln penny is worth $20,000, remember this simple truth. The normal coin is common and low in value. Only rare, verified error coins in excellent condition can reach high prices. Understanding this makes the coin market clearer and more honest. If you enjoy searching for coins, keep doing it. Just remember to stay informed, check reliable sources, and enjoy the process. Value is important, but learning and enjoyment are just as valuable. In the end, the real highlight is not just the price, but the story behind the coin. And that story is something anyone can appreciate, no matter the value. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 1960 Lincoln 1-cent coin and its real value. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more coin history, rare finds, and easy explanations.